The case study I'm going to talk about today is the one from week 2 called Sink or Swim. And it was about the swim leadership team. This was from MIT, and it was a women's conference that had a pretty nice and decent history. Every year they put on a huge event. This year, or the year that this case study, or the event this case study was covering, was called Dare to Fail, Taking Risks When It Matters Most. However, it just became, as I read through this case study, it just became more and more apparent that it was going to be a disaster. I live in Wisconsin. Snow is coming sometime in the winter. And the Northeast even gets it worse at times with their snowmageddons and things like that. So I think first off, the leader, Meryl, needs to be called out here. I totally get you are in college to get a degree and to secure yourself a spot in a great job afterwards. And she got this incredible opportunity to join the startup that she got as a nice equity in this startup. I don't agree with was that she still wanted to be a part of the team and a part of this last hurrah, if you will, for the swim conference. That, I think, as far as a leader is concerned, that was wrong. Whether it was ego that drove that because she wanted to be a part of this last one, or what drove her, but it ended up she did hardly anything, and Janet, the other co-director, was stuck doing everything. That hurt the team. It should have been Meryl's job to say, first off, I think most of it should have been Meryl saying, I have to follow my dream, and this is an incredible opportunity, and I have to drop it. And maybe if she felt bad, help the team establish who was going to help Janet, whether it be one of the 3 remaining people. I believe it was Rachel, Leah, and Tarini. The 3 remaining people who had to go out and find the sponsors and so forth, maybe they all split it up, or maybe take the leader amongst those 3. But Meryl should have found help, and then she should have stepped back. That was that I think right there hurt the team a lot. In a leadership position. I think Janet somewhat did, because then she just took the ball and just kept on going, but it was overwhelming and it was too much for one person. And so sometimes as a leader you need to speak up when you need help. You can't do it all, and you really need to speak up to your boss if you have one, or if you don't, just speak up to your team and go, I need to divvy this up, and we need to, so this can be a success. Another point I will make is in this leadership team, even though it was dare to fail, taking a risk that matters most, I don't think taking a risk with this snowstorm, with these people, was the way to go. I might have been different in my thinking if there was a plan B, if they had a contingency plan, but I think, why are we having this in the winter in the Northeast anyway? I think I joked in one of my discussion boards that they should need to have it in Tahiti, or they need to have it in Bermuda, somewhere warm where the snowstorm, but out of hurricane season, which would be good. But they needed a plan B. They needed to have a backup plan because of this. A backup plan of standby speakers in case people got sick or couldn't come, and a backup plan of what do we have to do if we cancel this? What are we going to do? That should be written in there every year. The backup plan, we're going to go ahead and do it this way. I think those 2 things were the main problems with this leadership style and this team. I just think it's a great idea. It's a great team, but I still think they should have had a plan B, and Meryl should have stepped away. That's my take on Sink or Swim. Thank you.